Hey guys! Okay, so it is week 5, which I did figure out what week we were in, so it's week 5 here at school, and things are going really well. I decided to write down some notes so I'm not as rambly as I usually am, which I sort of discovered last year when I would do these videos. So, here we go. Let's see. We're working on scenes and acting 2, and they're going really well. We've been doing some scene work with Gwendolyn and breaking down what it is we want and how to get that, so objectives and actions. So that's been a lot of fun to see the transformation that people go through in 20 minutes working with Gwendolyn. So I've really enjoyed watching that. We've been working more on viewpoints and Suzuki in movement, and that's always fun. And Monica at the beginning of class put 2 songs on, and the first one, it was just we sort of saw what happened, and it was really cool to see how people interpreted the music differently. And then we played this game, it was an exercise called The Chase, and you stand in a circle and you face towards the person to your right, and you want to touch their back. You have a reason, a need, a desire to touch their back. But then the person behind you, you don't want them to touch you. And this is life or death. You need to touch the person in front of you, but you don't want the person to touch you in the back. So it's really interesting because you really want to touch the person who doesn't want you to touch them. So it's this cycle, because we've got the circle, and so we ended up doing that twice, and it was a lot of fun. And it was funny just to see and hear how people reacted to that. So that was a good class. In dance company, we finished America last week, and I'm really excited to do that. And this week, we're working on Footloose, I think it's the opening. I've never seen the show, I've seen the movie, but it's the classic song, Footloose. So we're doing that this week and doing that next week. And speaking of next week, we have Friday off. It's our fall break, even though it's just Friday. And we still have dance company, so sort of just a nice little freebie. Even though the only class I have is Spanish, and then I have Common Hour. So Fridays are relatively easy anyway. But I guess it's just nice to sort of have time to sleep in, and who knows, maybe we'll go to the beach or go to the mall or something. Be normal people and get out. I'm looking around. Oh, Intimate Apparel opened last week, and I went and saw the opening, and it was awesome. And I'm going to see it with Tyler on Saturday to see the closing, and I'm really excited about that. We had a really great opening night audience. They were really involved, and you could tell how much they cared for Esther, who's the main character, who Miranda Frederick, a sophomore BFA acting major, is playing Esther, and just the entire arc of the show, and just there's a time when you sort of discover something about her husband. And we had people next to us gasping and saying, "Oh no, he didn't," and things like that. So it's nice to know that people are getting involved and they care and they want to know what happens and that sort of thing. So that was fun. And Rocky Horror is going really well from what I hear from Gabby, one of my roommates who's in it. And I think they're finishing up the show, just sort of doing some final touches on it, and then it's going to get really hardcore because they open in 2 weeks, I think, which my mom is coming down on, I don't have the count, in 2 weeks, so she'll be down and we're going to go see the opening night together. And then another cool thing that Coastal's doing, or the department's doing, is they're doing 11 o'clock shows, so it's almost like if you were to go to the movie theater and see the Rocky Horror Picture Show on Halloween, or even the weeks before Halloween, where you get to go see, a midnight premiere, and the audience has audience involvement. We're doing something like that here, so that I think is going to be really fun. So I'm really excited to see opening and participate in that. Midsummer started table work, which they're long hours, but I'm sure everyone will grow so much from that. Just getting a chance to really break down the show and understand everything and know what you're saying and why you're saying it, especially when you've got verse like Midsummer is. So I'm going, at some point, I'm going to go see Rocky rehearsal or two, and then same with Midsummer, just because I'm really interested in the process of that. Let's see what else. Oh, Uncastables, we're finally doing the workshop audition this Saturday, so I'm really excited for that. It's the improv group in the theater department, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm singing. Ann Miles is one of the pianists on campus, and she plays piano for a Presbyterian church down the road off 501, and so she asked me to sing in the choir, and so I'm singing on Sundays, and it's actually very enjoyable, and I'm loving it, getting a chance to sing with other people and learn new music and just be involved again. I'm really enjoying it. So there's that. And then, the gym was great. I've been going to the gym quite a lot just because I have time right now, for the most part. So I sort of treat it like my own rehearsal. So I've been trying to go as much as possible. And my favorite machine is the rowing machine, and it's exactly what it sounds like in the Olympics when you see the people pulling. And so you're working every part of your body with the rowing machine, which is the reason why I really like it, because it challenges you, it works you, but it's not extraneous. So, and speaking of just health-wise, today marks week 7. Oh, that's my phone. Today marks week 7 of my cleanse. So technically I've gone past the 6 weeks. So I've made the 6-week mark going vegan and gluten-free and soy-free and yeast-free. And so just recently, before I did this video, I ate brown rice and a little bit of salmon for the first time. And it's kind of funny. My stomach was sort of like, what is this? What are you putting in my body? What is this? So I'm looking forward to start to introduce new foods. Again, it's slow. That's the thing, is people go, so you've done the cleanse, so you can just start eating it. I'm like, no, it's slow. It's one food every 9 days, and if there's something that I just feel like my body is not accepting it, I need to figure out which food that is. Every 9 days so I'm introducing a food. So if I've got 3 foods at this point, 3 weeks from now, I need to figure out which one of the 3 foods it is. So that's where the time commitment comes into it. But I keep saying this, but I'm feeling so much better, and I can tell that my energy's up, and I sleep a lot better now too. It's not sort of this 50-50 sleep. I'm kind of asleep, I'm kind of not. I'm a rock in that bed, and it's been really nice. I think I've talked about this. So my brother's playing the Baker in Into the Woods, so I get to see him finally after 5-6 months. I get to see him in that and spend Thanksgiving down in Texas with him. And then when I come home for Christmas break, when I'm actually home, I'm going to see the Killers with him and a couple other people, and I'm really excited to see them. So that'll be a fun little trip to, I think it's Eastern Michigan. So yeah, so it's been a good week. After I finish this video, I'm going to be cleaning my room, which you can't see my floor, so that's a good thing. But yeah, so classes have been going well, and the shows, we've got one show completing tonight. They have 5 more shows left, so tonight through Saturday night, and then Strike is on Sunday, which I'm going to go to after church, and then Rocky opens in a couple weeks, and then Midsummer opens in November, and then the day after Midsummer closes, that's when Pippin starts rehearsals. So everything's really underway, and it's really exciting to feel that energy in the theater hall and the excitement. And it sounds so cheesy, but it's nice knowing that I picked the right place for me. I feel really confident that I'm here for a reason, and I can't wait to see what these next 3 years bring, and I'm just very, very blessed and very thankful. So thank you all so much for watching, and spread the word about this vlog, blog, whatever it is, video. I'd really like to reach out to anybody that's interested in musical theater just in general, or if they're looking at Coastal Carolina and need someone to talk to. I'm 100% down with talking and answering questions, and maybe it ends up I start doing blogs that are answering specific questions about Coastal or about musical theater in general. So spread the word. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.